What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Michael Edward here, head trader, True Trading Group. What a day. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. Guys, I got my absolute ass kicked today. As you can tell, I have busted out the single malt scotch. I feel like when I have really, really good days, I bust out the single malt scotch. And when I have really bad days, I bust out the single malt scotch. And today I need the single malt scotch. This is probably my third one of the night. And we're going to do this together. You know, we're going to do this together. We're going to go through this together because, you know, guys, this happens. All right. Listen, tonight's live stream is going to be raw AF. Okay. Some really important stuff that I got to talk to you guys here about tonight. And believe me, after the day I had today, the last thing I want to do is talk about it, but it's important. It's important that we talk about it. It's important that I talk about it. It's important that I talk to you all about it. It's important that we learn from it. And it's important to understand how we bounce back. That's the most important part. How do we bounce back? Because I got beat up today. I'm still in a position that I still have working, that I'm going to try to maneuver myself through. I'll talk to you guys kind of a little bit about that. But listen, I am an extremely disciplined trader. My risk management and my discipline, I think, are some of my absolute strongest traits when it comes to being a trader. But even with that said, sometimes, you know, these days happen. Now, I can probably count on one hand, not probably, I know I can count on one hand how many times, you know, I'll have a bad day like this throughout the course of an entire year. And it comes right after I was having a nice strong green streak. It was green every day last week, was green prior to week before. And we were just rocking. And then all of a sudden I come in and I get walloped over the head today. And I did a couple of things wrong today. I made a couple of mistakes. And the thing that we're going to talk a lot about on this live stream, guys, is really, you know, I talk a lot about, you know, the importance of the mental aspects of trading and the psychological aspects of trading. But the mental part of trading, it's not something that you ever truly master. It's something that you will just forever try to manage throughout your entire career. And for those of you that have ever gotten hurt before, if you've taken big hits before, or you've had a day that just kind of gets away from you, you're not alone. You're not alone. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me. It happens to the best traders in the world. We'll still have days like this. But the important part is to learn from the days, learn from the mistakes, and bounce back. And that's what is the most important part about this is the ability to bounce back. And how do you bounce back? How do you go about fixing, you know, an absolute shit show of a day, which is what happened to me today? How do you go about fixing that? How do you bounce back? How do you come back, you know, after a day like that and kind of get your mind right? And how do you come back and be able to sit down at my desk tomorrow morning with a clean mindset and a fresh slate to say to myself, okay, I'm coming back with vengeance. And I'm going to go through that with you guys here on this live stream. So we're going to talk about what happened to me today. We're going to talk about how to bounce back, how to deal with it mentally. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how I plan on trading myself through this entire situation. So you guys are in for a little bit of a deep live stream, a deep conversation here today because I got my ass kicked. So we're going to be talking about a lot of that here today. All right. For those of you that are brand new, if you guys have never been to the channel before, you guys are in luck because this type of thing, like I said, I can count on one hand how many times I'll have a day like this throughout the course of an entire trading year. Today was one of them. And I made some mistakes, and we've got to just kind of own up to it, and we got to figure out how we move forward and how we bounce back. So if you guys are brand new, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys turn on those notifications. You never want to miss out on any one of these live streams, because I always provide you guys with some golden nuggets of education and information. And today is going to be a good one. Today's going to be all about the mental aspect and me this isn't easy. you know, this isn't easy. Believe me, the last thing I want to do right now is come on and talk to thousands of people about getting my ass kicked today. But it's important for me to tell you guys kind of about what happened, but then also it's more important for me to tell you guys how to bounce back. It's more important I tell you guys how to bounce back, because I know there's a lot of you out there that will struggle with like taking a hit, or maybe you're on a losing streak or something like that, and like having the ability to bounce back. So it's important that I come on, I talk to you guys about it. I wouldn't be much of a mentor if I didn't. And I know a lot of you guys and girls look up to me as a mentor, and, you know, to help you guys with your trading. And I take that job title very, 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 very seriously. Okay, I take it very seriously, and that's why I am on here doing this live stream here tonight, to kind of go over this all with you, to help not only get through this kind of myself, but then also help you guys through this when something like this happens to you, you know, throughout your trading careers. Okay, so like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, smash that like button, guys. This is going to be as raw as it gets. Trust me, like I said, not easy for me to do this, but I'm here and I'm doing this for you guys. So we're streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. And, you know, the main thing that we're going to, you know, again, if for those of you that are brand new, guys, you know, I've been doing this for 16 years. You know, I started trading at a hedge fund right out of college, received the Trader of the Year award, have a professional education. But this stuff still happens. This stuff still happens. You know, I am human. This happens to me as well. And I allowed my discipline to kind of get away from me a little bit today. So we're going to talk about it. All right. We are going to talk about it. Okay. So, woosah, right? Woosah. Okay. Woosah. All right, guys. So, I will say this. I'm going to come back with absolute vengeance tomorrow and Wednesday. And I'm telling you guys this now. I'm going to come back. You guys saw my thumbnail, and my thumbnail was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. I was laughing when I made it. It actually kind of made me, it brought light to my mood, because I was not in a good mood today. But it brought light to my mood. And if you guys recall, every single Rocky movie that you have ever seen, Rocky gets his absolute ass kicked the entire fight, and then just miraculously comes back and wins at the end of the fight. Well, I'm telling you guys here right now, you're going to hear it first. I got my ass kicked today, but guess what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to get back up next round, and I'm going to kick the absolute living shit out of the market these next couple of days. And if there's ever been a time that you want to get your asses in chat, it's tomorrow and Wednesday, because I'm coming back strong. You guys can all hold my pizza, because I'm not going down without a fight. I'm going to bounce back like I always bounce back. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how I plan on doing that. So we're going to start this live stream off same way that we start off every live stream, and that is going to be with a blanket open floor Q&A. Guys, well, I will say this. I'm going to ask you guys this. While I start this Q&A, please do not ask me about the trades that I made today. We are going to talk about that later on this live stream. Okay. BLNK is the big one that really kicked my ass today. We're going to talk about BLNK. I also lost some money on NIO today, and I made some money on KXIN late in the day. But the trades that I made in NIO and BLNK were the doozies. So don't ask me about those trades. We're going to talk about them later on the live stream. This is going to be an open blanket Q&A to ask me any other unrelated questions while I give time for people to log on, and then we're going to dive in to the trades on the day, and the lessons that I'm taking from the day, and then we're going to talk about the mental aspect on how to bounce back from something like this. Mike, how did you become the man? Genetics are hard for. I'm going to say half genetics, half hard work, because my parents are awesome. I'm blessed with the single greatest set of parents that anyone could ever ask for. I love them to death. So I think that I owe a lot of that to them, but a lot of hard work, guys. I have not gotten to where I am in life just by waking up one day just by waking up one day and just, I'm here. It's been a long road. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of late nights, early mornings, and tired days. But success ain't free. I'll tell you that. Ask Elon Musk, who's now the second richest man in the world, who sold PayPal for 1.5 billion and then started SpaceX and Tesla with all of his money that he made from the PayPal sale, and so much to the point where he could not afford to pay his own rent. Imagine selling a company for 1.5 billion. Now, he didn't get 1.5 billion. I think there were 3 partners. I think he got like 450 or 500 million. Imagine selling a company for 450 to 500 million dollars, and then within just a couple years, you're so broke that you can't even pay your own rent. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Elon Musk. And he went from 450 million to now 127 billion. And you don't get there by just waking up one day and it magically appears. Whew. Yes, I will. Matt Brown, I will. So Matt Brown said, Mike, can you touch upon the mindset a trader needs after a bad day? I will, but later in the live stream. So like I said, I'm going to talk to you guys about on this live stream. We're going to talk about the trades that hurt me today. And then we're going to talk about how, like the mental aspect of how to bounce back from it. So guys, this Q&A is going to be just for the general questions. I'm going to talk to you guys about the mental aspect of everything later in the live. Do you ever change your long position if it's obvious you can get a lower price? No, I don't know what that means. It's never obvious you can get a lower price. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's never obvious that a stock is going to go down or go up. If you're long a stock, are you saying like get out, realize the loss, and then buy it back cheaper? I'm not quite sure that I understand the question, but no, I'm not one for like, okay, if I buy a stock at $10 and I'm like, oh, but it's going down, if it's at 980 and I'm like, oh, I think it's going to 950. So let me sell it at 980 and then I'll wait for it to get to 950 and then I'll buy it. If that's what you're referring to, no, I don't ever do that. I will, once I enter a position, I will stay in my position and I will manage my position based on my profit targets and my stop loss, knowing that my entry is not necessarily going to be perfect. Nothing about trading is perfect. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to have the perfect entry point, because if you try to have the perfect entry point, you're going to suffer with your entries. You're going to have very poor entries. You're going to end up missing a lot of good trades because you're never going to get filled. And then you're going to get filled on a lot of the weaker trades. This the ones that end up not working out because they're weaker. So you're getting filled so close to your support level. Your support levels are end up breaking. So your win-loss ratio is actually going to be really, really screwed if you're trying to really get these perfect entries. And I'm not one that's going to sit there and say, okay, well, I'm long the stock at 10. I think it's going to go to 950. Yeah, but what if my stop loss is 925? I'm just, I'm just making up, as an example. I'm not going to get out of it at 970 and then buy it back at 940, because then what happens if it doesn't go down there and it ends up actually continuing and reversing higher and doing exactly what I thought the stock was going to do? I'd rather just simplify it. Just when you get yourself into the trade, you have your stop loss, you've got your profit targets, be a robot at that point. Don't try to be so perfect with your entries and try to just nitpick for like 10 or 15 cents. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth you trying to be perfect. Yeah, new retail. So who do I think is buying these EV stocks at these crazy inflated prices? Is it retail investors or is it institutions? I think it's at these prices. I think it's short squeezes and retail investors. I can't imagine that there is a logical institutional value investor on the planet that is saying, yeah, these stocks are undervalued at this price. Let's keep buying. I do think institutional players came in after the election. I think institutional players really came in and started to buy these stocks up. Like the NIOs of the world. I do think institutions came into these stocks heavy. But at this stage, at these valuations, I think these valuations, now you're seeing short positions get squeezed and you're seeing retail traders chase them higher. That's what I think, that the move, at least the moves you saw today, I think the moves you saw today were really shorts getting burned. Shorts got burned today. Okay. Shorts got burned today on a lot of these names. And it's continuing after hours. Like Fuel Cell went to 10, XPEV went to 75, BLNK went to 38, SBE went to 30 something. I can't even keep track anymore. CIIC went to like 28 or 29. I mean, the list of these stocks goes on and on and on and on with how many of these stocks are actually squeezing higher. It's like this sector started out with like just a handful. Now the list of stocks that are in the EV space are like this long. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they're all squeezing. They're all squeezing. So I think that the moves you saw today, I think were mainly shorts getting squeezed. But, you know, we'll see. And listen, the thing about short squeeze, this is a short squeeze, major short squeeze in the entire EV sector. The thing about short squeeze is like, you might know that, yeah, these stocks are all gonna come back in, but short squeezes can always last a hell of a lot longer than you can remain solvent. And it becomes a matter of like, oh, well, how much pain can you take on the way up? That's not a good trading strategy. Just to sit there and be like, oh, I know it's going to come back down eventually, so I'm just going to hold. That is not a good trading strategy, because you can lose your entire account before those stocks crack. Okay, like, yeah, BLNK, it can go to 60. Why not? Why not? Why not? NIO can go to 75. Why not? XPEV can go to 100. Why not? You know, these short squeezes can always go further. That's the whole point. Like, that's how short squeezes happen, is because no one thinks that they can go that far. So short sellers keep piling on them and they just keep getting squeezed. And that's what we've been seeing in these stocks over these last couple of days. And it's all of them. It's all of them. So massive short squeeze mode right now. And it certainly can continue. You know, it can continue. I think that we're damn near close to the top. But that doesn't mean that we can't go way higher. I mean, we can still squeeze much higher before you actually get the crack. So just holding on to these and hoping, it's not a good strategy. That's not a good strategy. You still need to maintain risk management and control yourselves, because, you know, if you shorted, I mean, just look what happened. If you shorted the stock, like if you shorted BLNK, shares of BLNK, you shorted shares of BLNK at 15, the stock's at 38. Okay. Well, I mean, we were at 38 after hours. I think we're now at like 36 or something like that. That's over 100% loss. Okay. You have to understand that that's 150% loss. You know, you guys can really lose your entire account on trades like this. So we'll see. Yes, Creative's Spotlight. Yes, you are correct. What am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? That's going to be based on how these stocks open. It's going to be based on how these stocks open. A lot of them are trading higher after hours. If we get massive gap ups tomorrow, honestly, I can't even. These stocks are moving so much. These stocks are moving so much Okay. That I'm not even going to, excuse me, I'm not even going to come into the day tomorrow. Like, and this is something we'll talk about later on the stream about the mental aspect of bouncing back from a day like this. I'm not even coming into the day tomorrow with, okay, guys, so here, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not even telling you that. I've absolutely no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. What I am going to do tomorrow, I'll tell you, this is what I can tell you. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to sit down at my desk. I'm going to turn on CNBC. I'm going to log into chat. I'm going to open up my Lightspeed. I'm going to open up my TC2000. I'm going to go through my scan, and I'm going to build my watch list. Same thing that I do every single day. And I'm just going to look to be green. That's it. I'm not trying to make back everything I lost today. Just want to be green. That's it. I'm not going to come into the day with any type of bias. I'm not going to come into the day saying, I'm going to short the shit out of these stocks. Nope. I'm not going to come into the day saying, long or strong, baby. Nope. I'm coming into the day tomorrow. I'm going to see what are these stocks doing. And I'm going to identify setups. I'm going to wait for grade A patterns, grade A setups, and I'm going to attack. I'm going to stick to my stop loss. I'm going to take profits when profit targets are met. And that's exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. That is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, I'm telling you guys all this right now. That is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not coming in here tomorrow, revenge trading, BLNK. Not coming in here tomorrow saying, oh, NIO is going to crack eventually. I'm going to short more. Nope. I'm not coming in with any type of bias. I'm going to see what the market's going to give me, and I'm going to wait for my grade A setups. I'm going to be patient off the open, and then I'm going to attack. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. You guys are, so many messages are coming through. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep a track. Do you ever have time for a social life? I know, it seems like all I do is this, right? I know. Yes, I am sipping on a scotch, guys. Tristan Cummins, what did you get squeezed out on today, Mike? NIO and BLNK. Giovanni, more than I care to share tonight. More than I care to share, my friend. Do you like SPACs? I love SPACs. I love SPACs. I mean, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. They're going crazy. It's a new way for companies. It's a new way to go public. It's a new way to go public. CIIC, SPAC, NKLA was a SPAC. I mean, HCAC, SPAC. I mean, there's so many. The list of it goes on. I mean, honestly, there's like 10 of them that I can name for you guys. But there's, yes, I do like SPACs. I do like SPACs. You know, I think it's the new craze. It's the new craze. It's a new way for these companies to go public. Would you trade Microsoft for EV investing? I'm not sure I understand the question. I mean, Microsoft is not involved in the EV. I'm not. Are you saying would I get rid of my Microsoft position to buy EV? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure what you're saying. If that's you're asking me, the answer is no. I wouldn't do that. But Yeah, Chris, every month. Do you think KXIN had a good opportunity in the morning? KXIN was very, 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 very choppy today. KXIN was very, 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 very choppy today. Nice. Way to go, Ace Amos. Said made money from 2 stocks on the watch list today. Nice. Are half days crazy? No, they're not crazy. Friday is going to be a half day. They're not crazy. Market closes at 1 o'clock. They're not crazy. No, this is not Macallan 18. I do not deserve. The Macallan 18 comes out when I have good days. I do not deserve the Macallan 18. This is Macallan 15. I do not deserve the Macallan 18. That is for the good days. Okay. I have not earned that yet. Any thoughts on Sundial? It's up 40%. It's a piece of garbage company. SNDL, I would stay very far away from it. There's so many better cannabis companies for you guys to be taking a look at. Nice. Jay Schmei says, I got a bottle of Blue Label that's waiting for the 100K day. Jay Schmei, when you hit that, you let me know and we will have a toast together, my friend. When you hit that, you let me know. When you hit that 100K mark, you let me know. Do I ever take trading days off? I mean, yeah, sure. Sure. It depends. Depends what's going on. Like if I'm sick or something, I'll take the day off. I mean, sometimes, you've got to make sure. I always tell people like, traders that really struggle, like, so sometimes like if you have a really bad day, so like today, for example, right now, someone that's a little bit more of like an inexperienced trader, when they have a day like I had today, sometimes I even tell them, take tomorrow off, like clear your head, like reset, don't even think about trading, like you've got to come back with a clear mindset, because a lot of traders will struggle with that. They'll come back, they'll sit down at their desk, and the very first thing they think about is the money they lost the day before. And if that's the first thing you think about when you sit down at your desk, game's already over for you. You're already lost. If that's where your mind is at when you come back down and sit at your desk. So, like I said, I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on the live stream when we talk about how to manage and how to bounce back from a red day. But I will sometimes tell people like to take a day off if you have a really bad day, just to kind of help them clear their head a little bit. Nice, Johnny B. A 2009 cake bread. I like your style, bro. I like cake bread. My favorite, Silver Oak. Silver Oak's my favorite. Will you be shorting EV again? Absolutely. When the time is right. Just because I got hurt today, it just the timing is not right. The short squeeze is still on, and I made mistakes. But guys, you gotta understand something. Like I have, just to kind of put things into perspective for you guys a little bit. You guys remember Tesla? Before I destroyed Tesla short, when it had the major short squeeze that took it like up to 2,000 before the split, I destroyed it short. And even prior to that, when the stock was making its move, but the first time that I shorted it, it was a loss. I shorted it. The first time I shorted it, it was actually for a loss. It wasn't time yet. But then when I came back and I hit it the second time, it was for like a 480 something% gain on a put option. Same thing with Tilray. If you guys recall Tilray, when Tilray went to 300, I actually bought put options when it dropped to like 280. The day that it hit 300, but I lost on that 2 days prior, I think it was, I lost on that short, and then I came back and then hit it, and that was like a 460 something percent gain on those put options. So, just because I lost to the short side on these stocks now doesn't mean that I'm just like, oh, that's it. I'll never short them again. I'm only going to go long. I'm only going to go long. There will be a tremendous opportunity to short these stocks. And when I say tremendous, I mean, I'm telling you guys, these things are going to absolutely crater. But it's just not time yet. And I'm not going to blindly fight it. I'm not going to blindly fight it. But I will short them again. But when the setup presents itself, and when the timing is correct, I will, I absolutely will. Yes, I do have D-Dog in my long-term portfolio. I actually really like D-Dog. My thoughts on the SPY. Trading higher after hours. What are the futures doing? I haven't looked at the futures. I know after hours we were trading higher. Markets really liked that Yellen news today, man. Markets really liked Janet Yellen news. Biden saying he was bringing on Janet Yellen, and the markets loved that. The markets really celebrated that. All right, so futures are up 0.5%. We're at 359.46. 359.46. What are my thoughts on the SPY? Well, let's go to the SPY real quick. BLNK, get off my screen. So listen, I said to you guys on my live stream last night that I thought we were going to have a pinball session with the overall markets, that you're going to get vaccine news is going to bounce the market, then COVID news will pull the markets in. That's literally exactly what happened today. Today you had AstraZeneca vaccine news gave you the gap up, and then COVID news, COVID headlines dominated the day. LA County closing outdoor dining, which, my God, I feel so terrible for those restaurants. Closing outdoor dining for 3 weeks, that's a death sentence to some of those restaurants out there, to close outdoor dining. So, and you guys see this pullback. It was like we got the gap up with AstraZeneca, the push higher. Okay, that was on the vaccine news. Then you had kind of COVID data and COVID headlines pull themselves in, and then pull the markets back in. And then you got the Janet Yellen. And then you got the Janet Yellen news. The markets really liked Janet Yellen. So, and then you're trading a little bit higher here after hours, as we are now up 0.5 percentage point, 0.5 percentage point in the futures market. So I still do think that we just kind of consolidate around here. I don't necessarily see the SPY rallying and breaking through these all-time highs. I don't see that. I don't see that happening here. I think we might just kind of bounce around in this range, which is what I talked about on Sunday. On Sunday I said, watch us just kind of bounce around in here, at least this week. This week going into the holiday, Thanksgiving, markets close Thursday. Then you have the half day on Friday. I thought maybe we were just going to bounce around, and we were set up perfectly for that bounce around session until you got the Janet Yellen news, and that pushed markets higher. So I still kind of feel that way. I still kind of feel that we bounce around. I still kind of feel that we bounce around. Yeah, those SPY levels were money as hell, right? Yesterday on my live stream, I gave you guys some levels on the SPY. They were spot on today. No, I don't have any cryptocurrency. I don't trade it either. Yeah, I do think Amazon's going to go higher. I think their Black Friday numbers are going to be ridiculous. I do think it goes higher. Have I been following CIIC? I mean, yes and no. Um, that stock is just gap. That stock is just trading gaps. The stock really doesn't move a lot intraday. It just gaps. They talked about it actually on CNBC today. It gave the stock a little bit of a boost. What do I think about it? What do you think about that? This stock was at $10 4 days ago. It was at $10 4 days ago. So, they talked about this on CNBC today, and that's what gave you this boost as they were talking about the SPACs, and then now it's trading higher after hours. So, I mean, good luck trying to trade that. This is not a tradable pattern, to be completely honest with you. This is something that I honestly am at a loss for words with this chart pattern. When you look at the size of the gaps that this stock has made, like that gap, and then that gap. I mean, these are just massive gaps where there is such an air pocket in the teens in this stock. I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts what I'm seeing in a lot of these EV stocks with just zero regard for fundamental analysis whatsoever. Just complete just hype and excitement on the companies that are merging into these. This is a SPAC play, the CIIC, just the companies that are merging into these vehicles. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts to see 30 million shares. 30 million shares today. Stock's up 69%. I can't, I really can't give you any call on this to say, okay, yeah, get long or get short. It's a pure momentum hype play, and it's a dangerous play. It's a dangerous play. You're going to have so many people are going to get destroyed on these stocks on both sides. You're going to have traders are going to lose their entire account short, and then traders are going to lose all of their money long. Like, you're going to have traders on both sides are going to get destroyed because the volatility is so intense that people are going to short these moves. They're going to get completely run over. They're going to blow their accounts. And then you're going to have traders who are going to chase these moves, and they're going to get caught holding the bag. I'm telling you, like, this has all of these other industry hypes written all over it. And I think it's a dangerous place for the average retail investor to play. I think the average, like, passive or maybe, I don't know, just your average retail investor, like your typical someone that just doesn't follow the markets, but they're just like, oh, what's going on with these EV stocks? Like, it's a dangerous place for those people to play. It really is. I'm telling you, you're going to have so many people are going to lose their ass on these stocks both ways. Like, shorts are going to get destroyed, and then longs are going to get destroyed. And that's what happens with every sector bubble. That's what happened with the internet boom. That's what happened with cryptocurrency. That's what happened with marijuana stocks. It's just, that's the way of the beast. That's the markets, baby. That's the markets. Look at this chart. What is that? Like, name that chart pattern. Go. You can't. It's just pure momentum. It's pure just exuberance. It's just irrational exuberance. You really can't put a chart pattern on it. It's called Catalyst. Oh. Yes, Ashar, I did keep telling you to short NIO. Obviously, I was wrong. Maybe you should buy it. Why XPeng is higher than NIO? I don't know. Tani, I really don't know, man. Don't know. I mean, valuations you got to look at valuations. You can't look at share price. You look at valuations based on shares outstanding. If I was swinging any of these, which ones would I do long? There's not a single one of these stocks that I would buy long right now. Not a single one. Is it possible BLNK is the first to burst? It seems to be hitting mainstream news. I don't know. I'm not sure which one's going to be the first one to crack, guys. That's a complete coin flip. Ashar, listen, man, I'm not going to argue with you. If you believe that, buy NIO and XPEV tomorrow. If you believe that, buy them tomorrow. Buy NIO and XPEV tomorrow. Let me know how it works out in 2 weeks. Doggy, I didn't see your question. You've got to type it again. There's too many questions that are coming through in chat. I'm not ignoring you purposely. I'm not like seeing your question. I'm like, no, screw her. I'm not going to answer that question. I just don't see it. So just type it again. Ashar, I guess you are better than I am, then, my friend. I guess you are a better trader than I am. You are the Nostradamus. How do I feel about gold? Listen, I like gold. I like gold for the next couple of years. I think we're going to see gold, probably around the $2,300 to $2,500 an ounce. I can't wait to come on this live stream in a couple of weeks and laugh. I really can't wait. I cannot wait. I've only seen this 1,000 times. I've only seen this 1,000 times. Absolutely, Sean. Sean says, will your course help a Canadian if I put in the time? Absolutely. We have hundreds of Canadian members. We have members from all over the world, guys. We have members in Canada, London, Spain, Netherlands, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, Philippines, Japan, Russia, the Middle East. We've got members literally from all over the world. Okay, guys, what I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to take questions from newbies. So anyone that is a newbie, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take your questions now. If you guys have never traded before, or you guys are brand new, or maybe you feel embarrassed to ask a question, I want to let you guys go ahead and ask me a question here now. If you are a newbie, I want to take newbie questions here for a couple of people that have never traded before that maybe feel embarrassed to ask a question. Don't ever feel embarrassed. Asking questions is how you are going to learn. Okay, so usually I kind of round out my Q&A sessions with some questions from some newbies to kind of make you guys feel welcome. Even though I've been doing this for 16 years, but clearly I still must not know what I'm doing. Some people, forget that I also had a day one. And there were questions that I had to ask people. And if I didn't get those questions answered, if you have a question, I guarantee you there's people on this live stream that have the same question. What is a SPAC? It's a special purpose acquisition vehicle. It's basically a way for a company to go public. Investors will come in, or managers will come in. They'll raise a bunch of money from investors saying, hey, give me a bunch of money, and then I'm going to go find a company to acquire. That's basically what it is. So it's a special purpose for an acquisition. So it's a vehicle that gets created where investors put money into it, and there's not really a company in there, but there's a manager of the money, and the manager goes out and finds a company to buy and then bring it into the SPAC, and then that's how the company goes public. Ernest Causey says, are there any in-depth lessons on managing losing option trades on the TeachD website? Yes. We focus greatly on managing risk on all trades, not just options, but also on stocks. Christian Mendoza, love the fact that you go live. Quick question. Do you use the crossing over of the moving averages as a signal to buy, or do you wait for confirmation? Great question, Christian. Depends on the setup. There are times where the moving average is crossing over, that is a buy signal for me. There's other times that I will wait for a pullback and to confirm that crossover. It's too broad of a question, my man. I'm sorry. That's maybe a topic for another live stream where I can maybe give you guys some examples of that. But like the trend line view on crossover, for example, that's a moving average crossover. A golden cross is a moving average crossover. A death cross, moving average crossover. A signal line crossover on the MACD, moving average crossover. There's a lot of different types of crossovers. So to just say, let me know, is it a buying signal or do you wait for confirmation? It's a little too general. There's a lot of different types of crossovers, and there's certain scenarios where I'll anticipate the crossover. There's other scenarios where I will wait for confirmation. So it's a good question, but it's more detailed of an answer than I think maybe that that I have time to kind of go over. Oh, Dustin Watson. Yes. Dustin Watson says, is it healthy to keep a trading journal from the beginning? Absolutely, undeniably, yes. You should keep a trading journal. It is crucial that you keep a trading journal because you need to understand your strengths and weaknesses. You have to know what you're making money on and what you're losing money on. You have to know what setups are working, what setups are not working. You need to be able to go back and review your trades to say, what do you suck at? What do you excel at? So you know your strengths and weaknesses, so you know where you need to work on. Okay, it's so important you guys keep a journal. It's so important that you keep a journal. Thank you, JT. I really appreciate that, my man. Harley Ryder, Mike, why do you not use Bollinger Bands when you trade? I don't know. You just don't. Why don't you use Elliott Wave? Why don't you use Fibonacci arcs? I don't know. Yeah, it's just no particular reason. Just because I don't use them doesn't mean that they're wrong. A lot of people use Bollinger Bands. A lot of people use Bollinger Bands. But it's just another indicator. Technical indicators there's hundreds of technical indicators, and they're all redundant of each other. Like there's three specific types of indicators. You have like oscillators. Okay. Like there's three different types of indicators. And then all you need is like one of each. You don't need, to have four different oscillator indicators. You don't. They're redundant. So many indicators are redundant. They tell you the same thing. It's just presented in a different way. And it just becomes information overload. When it comes to technical indicators, guys, less is more. I'm telling you all right now, if you're looking for like the best indicator that works better than all the rest, stop looking for it because it doesn't exist. All of the indicators that are out there, all of them, neither one is better or worse than the other. There are going to be certain trades and certain chart patterns where one type of indicator or one specific indicator is going to work perfectly. Then there's going to be another setup and another type of chart pattern where a totally different indicator is going to work perfectly. I'll give you guys VWAP, for example. Probably the most commonly used indicator in the entire world is VWAP. Everyone uses VWAP. Everyone knows VWAP. Okay, great. Now, there will be certain days when you'll see VWAP, say this is your VWAP moving average, where the stock will bounce off VWAP perfectly, almost to the T, acting as an area of support, showing you, wow, there's such amazing support at VWAP. But then there will be other days where here's VWAP and the stock's going to do this, like it's not even there. Okay, like it's not even there. It's not. When it comes to professional technical analysis, it's not I'm going to use this one indicator and I'm going to base my every living, breathing second of buying and selling off of this one indicator. You're doomed. The best way for you guys to use technical indicators is by using a handful of indicators together to give you an idea of a grade A quality setup and not relying on one indicator, because one indicator might be perfect for this stock. It might be completely irrelevant for another. There's not one indicator that's going to work perfectly every single time. You know, you guys have to understand that. Just like there's not one trading style or one trading strategy that's going to be perfect every single time. You have to understand that there's pros and cons. There's times when one indicator or one trading style is going to be perfect, and there's other times when that same indicator and that same trading style is going to be the worst possible thing you can use for that particular trade. And you just have to own that. You have to think of it like, and I always tell this, I tell this with my TCG members, that like, just because a stock goes up doesn't mean it was a great trade. You know, you can have a stock that goes up, but if it's not one of your setups or one of your patterns that you like and that fits your style, then it's not a setup for you. It's not, you don't have to go and try to find every stock that's moving higher. You need to go and find grade A setups that fit your style and that you're looking for. Okay, you don't necessarily have to just go after and trade everything just because it's moving. Just because the stock is moving doesn't mean it's a good trade for you. Okay. Okay, so all right, guys. So I did something. I told you guys yesterday. I'm gonna kind of just recap this real quick. Before I'm kind of going to wrap up our Q&A, and you know, I gave plenty of time for people to log on, so it's time for me to get to kind of the lessons here. Time for me to get to my lessons here. So I told you guys about Trader Palooza the other day, yesterday, and I'm going to remind you guys again of the schedule for Trader Palooza. Okay, again, one more time for people that missed it yesterday. So Trader Palooza is November 28th. This is a all-day, 12-hour-long virtual trading workshop where myself and the other moderators in True Training Group, we conduct 1 hour workshops covering various topics throughout the entire day. We start at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We close at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. It is for TTG members only, and we have come up with the itinerary. I have the schedule. I want to tell you guys right now, I'm going to share with you the topics that we are going to cover on Trader Palooza. If you guys are interested, I'm telling you guys right now, Trader Palooza is the most amazing thing ever. All my TTG family members that are on here right now, scale of 1 to 10. I asked you guys this yesterday. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the greatest thing ever for your trading career. 1 being a total waste of your time. How awesome is Trader Palooza? Seriously, type in chat. Give me a number. 10 being the greatest thing ever. 1 being a total waste of your time. Because Trader Palooza is an absolute must attend. Okay, absolute must attend. Now, I understand that's super early for a lot of our West Coast users. It will be recorded. Okay. It will be recorded. But you guys want to attend the workshops live if you can, because you can interact with the moderator, you can ask questions, and it's a real hands-on type of learning experience. And we have a lot that we're going to be covering on Saturday. So what I'm going to do here right now, guys, I'm just going to go over with you the schedule. So hold on one second. Okay, guys, so here we go. Here is your Trader Palooza schedule. Okay, so again, here's our Trader Palooza schedule. From 7:30 a.m. till 8:30 a.m., we've got the Saturday morning Culotta Club with Jason Simmons, the professor. Jason Simmons goes over the Saturday morning Culotta Club every single day in chat with our members. He's going to be covering that with you guys again, also on Trader Palooza to start us off. Then you've got 3 hours back to back to back with yours truly, where from 8:30 to 9:30, I'm going to discuss with you guys how to grow a $500 account into a $25,000 account. So for those of you with small accounts, I'm going to go over with you risk management strategies, take profit strategies, what you should be trading, what you should stay away from, mental, psychological aspects of trading with a small account. I'm going to cover that at 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Then from 9:30 to 10:30, you're staying with me, and we've got how to trade successfully with a full-time job. I understand that the majority of our members work full-time jobs. Okay, I understand the majority of our members work full-time jobs. So I'm going to be going over with you guys how to take advantage of your TTD membership and how to be a consistently profitable trader while balancing working a full-time job, something that a lot of our members ask me about, and the majority of our members do work full-time jobs. So I think that's an excellent topic for me to cover with you all. Then from 10:30 to 11:30, we've got trader psychology. I'm going to discuss how to avoid FOMO, and then also building the confidence to pull the trigger. A lot of traders hesitate. A lot of traders second guess themselves and cause them to miss entries. Windows of opportunity open and close quickly throughout the day. And I'm going to show you guys how to build the confidence to actually pull the trigger. Then from 11:30 to 12:30, we've got a lunchtime Q&A. We're going to be taking general questions for 1 hour. All the mods will be in there to answer your questions. From 12:30 to 1:30, Getting Started Trading Options 101 with Chris Toner, who has been trading options for over 20 years. And then also Jason the Wolf Spatafora will be joining him. So you're going to have two moderators going over Getting Started Trading Options from 12:30 to 1:30. For those of you that have been interested to trade options but don't know how, that is a workshop for you. From 1:30 to 2:30, you stick with Jason the Wolf. He's going to be covering long-term cannabis investments. Okay, long-term cannabis investments. Then from 2:30 to 3:30, you're going to get Chris Toner back, and that's going to be how to conduct proper due diligence in the electric vehicle sector and or any sector. And that's going to be, like I said, with Chris Toner. He is our due diligence master. Okay, he's going to go over long-term investing due diligence with you guys. Then from 3:30 to 4:30, you get Jason Simmons, the professor, back. And that's going to be talking about how to properly set up your scanners and build a watch list, which is what Jason does every single morning from 7:30 a.m. Eastern till around 9:15 a.m. Eastern in chat with our members. That is exactly what he does on a daily basis. He's going to show you exactly how he builds his watch list and sets his scanners. Then from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m., you're going to learn the best chart patterns and setups for swing trading with our swing trading guru, Jay Downing. Jay Downing is our master swing trader in TTG. He's been crushing it lately, and he's going to cover with you his favorite chart patterns and setups for swing trades. Then we close things off from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. with understanding and profiting from technical indicators and chart patterns, plus a closing Q&A session with both Jason the Professor Simmons and Jay Downing. Okay, so that is our itinerary for Trader Palooza. I wanted to share this with you all so you are well aware of the topics that we are going to be discussing and the times that these workshops are going to be live. Again, guys, this is our third Trader Palooza event. It is going to be hosted on Saturday, November 28th from 7:30 a.m. Eastern till 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That is a 12-hour long event. That is a live workshop, okay? We're going to cover all of those different topics during Traderpalooza. It is for TTG members only, okay? It is for TTG members only, all right? So what I will say to you guys here now, okay, what I will say to you guys here now is, if you are interested in attending Traderpalooza, which you guys have to, it's an absolute must attend, okay? An absolute must attend. We do have a 7-day trial where you guys can join True Training Group for 7 days, but get a feel for what TTG is like so you can upgrade to a full membership before Saturday, okay? Because Saturday, like I told you, Traderpalooza is for full-time TTG members only, okay? It's for full TTG members only. If you are a trial member, you cannot attend Traderpalooza. So if you want to get a feel for like what TTG is all about and see if TTG is right for you, you can try us out for 7 days. It's a one-time payment of $3. You guys can go to the URL at the bottom of your screen. It is ttgthree.com. It is a one-time payment of just $3, not reoccurring, one-time payment. That is going to get you 7-day access to our member dashboard, which gives you access to our stock profile tool, which gives you unlimited information unlimited downloadable PDF reports on any company that you're interested in. You guys can type in 100 different ticker symbols if you want. You'll get 100 different downloadable PDFs that give you general information on the company, SEC filings, news, insider transactions, as well as a compilation of all the analyst ratings for that particular stock. You guys are all interested in EV stocks. You guys can go to the stock profile tool, type in these ticker symbols, get downloadable PDF reports, and that can help you making your trading and investment decisions. You're also going to get access to our daily premium watch list, which is the list of stocks that we post from 8:30 to 9 a.m. Eastern every day, which is the stocks we're watching on the day, why we're watching them, and how we plan on profiting from them on the day. Then you're going to get 3 sample courses that are condensed version. They're more condensed than our traditional TTG curriculum courses that you get as a full-time member. But nonetheless, these courses are guaranteed to help make you guys a better trader. I wrote these courses specifically for our TTG3 trial program. I'm telling you guys, if you never trade a stock a day before in your life, or you've been trading for 10 years, these courses are guaranteed to help make you a better trader. Then you're also going to get 3 days in our chat room, okay? 3 days in our live trading chat room where you're going to get real-time trade alerts as push notifications in chat. You're going to see the moderator's screens because we share our screens throughout the day. You're going to hear us live on the microphone, talking to you guys live, telling you what we're doing throughout the course of the day. You can also DM the moderators to ask us questions throughout the day. If you are on the trial, you will not be able to use the mobile app. Okay, you will not be able to use the mobile app if you're on the trial. So in order for you to get the trade alerts, you have to be in chat. And right now we're sporting about a 78% win rate between myself and the other moderators. When we call out a trade, 78% of the time, it is a profitable one. Okay, but it's also important you guys understand that the chat room, it's 30% of what we offer as a member of TTG. So like getting access to the member dashboard, you're going to be able to see all the resources and tools that are available to you as a full-time member. And then last but certainly not least, our trade history. We are fully transparent in True Trading Group. We provide you guys, we keep a trading log of all of our trades. Winners, losers, break-evens, they're all there for all the eyes to see. Okay, so when you guys join the trial, you can go to our trading history tab and look and see all of the performance of each individual moderator, and you guys can see all of our trades. All right, so again, for that, guys, go to ttgthree.com. It is a one-time payment of $3. Okay, what do you guys have to lose? It is $3. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's the price of a candy bar, and that can get you guys a trial with True Trading Group. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. And like I said, if you want to join us for the 12-hour workshop for Traderpalooza, Traderpalooza is a game changer. Okay, you guys saw the response of all my TTG members, how excited they are for Traderpalooza. If you want to attend, you've got to be a full-time member. So if you wanted to try out the trial, do it now so you have time to try it out and then upgrade to a full membership before Saturday. Because if you're on the trial, you will not be able to attend Traderpalooza. Okay, so with that being said, I want to get into the lessons now on the day. All right. I want to get into the lessons now in the day. Before we do that, guys, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of your screen. It is at @MikeEdward_TTG. Okay. At @MikeEdward_TTG. All right. You guys can give me a follow there on Twitter. I'm always posting cool stuff on Twitter, trade ideas, trade recaps, general market commentary, memes. You guys can go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at @MikeEdward_TTG. All right. Now I am going to, for those of you that are interested in that trial, I'm going to leave the trial, the URL to sign up for the 7-day trial. I'm going to leave it pinned to the bottom of the screen while we get into the lessons. All right, I'm going to leave it pinned to the bottom of the screen while we get into the lessons while I take myself a sip of water because my throat is awfully scratchy. Okay, guys, let's get into the day today. I got my ass kicked today. Okay, we talked about that before. That was kind of the start of the live stream. And it's important for me to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what happened today. First, let me talk to you guys about the trades, the actual individual trades. So yeah, guys, so let's talk about the individual trades. All right, let's go to, let me pull up my charts. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. So here's BLNK. All right, so here's BLNK today. All right, you guys can see BLNK. This stock is up. What is that? 270% in 6 days. 270% in 6 days. Okay, so what happened with me here today? I was waiting for these stocks to kind of crack. I was waiting for momentum to shift. I was waiting for these stocks to crack. They had the big gap up today. BLNK started to extend. Then he came out, and what actually gave the stock the initial crack was a hit piece from Citron. Now, Citron is a notorious short seller. They come out with hit pieces on all stocks that end up going crazy. They came out with hit piece on Tilray. When Tilray went crazy, they came out with hit pieces on, I think JMIA was one they came out with a hit piece on a while ago. They short overvalued stocks. When they came out and basically said that they're astonished at the valuation that BLNK is trading at because the company is not worth a fraction of this valuation that they're saying it's moving just based on hype. And that gave you that crack. Okay. That gave you that crack with this huge increase in volume. Okay. Just the heaviest volume the stock had traded at any point during the day on that crack. And that established like a lower high. When that established a lower high and that high volume break down through a VWAP, I said, you know what? That might be the shift. That could be the momentum shift. And we might start to see, okay, BLNK start to roll itself over and start to pull itself back in. So I came in here, okay, right there. And right there was where I bought put options on BLNK. I bought the $25 strike expiration, December 18th. The $25 strike, December 18th expiration put option right there at $5.40. Okay, $5.40, looking for this stock to roll itself over. And we just kind of sat here and traded sideways. We were finding resistance at VWAP. Okay, finding resistance at VWAP, resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself that, okay, we can't get back through this. I mean, if we can just break beneath this little level here of 2750, I thought that we were going to have a chance to start to see an afternoon sell-off as the momentum starts to kind of shift. Now, obviously, I was wrong. Okay, as the stock experiences a ridiculous short squeeze going into the end of the day and squeezes stock right up there through 38. So what I did, okay, so right there was the entry. So what I did was later in the day, I decided that I'm going to hold on to this position, but I reduced my size. I realized a loss on part of the position, and I sold out at $3.70 on the option to reduce my size. I did not want to carry this position overnight in my full size. I was not positioned for that. My position size was too big. My risk was too great to carry that position overnight size. So I had to reduce my risk. The mistake that I made here, guys, was this was my stop loss. Right there. Right there was where I should have exited that trade. That was my stop loss right there. That line, 30.75, was my initial intended stop loss on the trade, and I did not exit the trade. I did not stop out of it. The stock ended up squeezing a little bit higher. We went up to test a major pivot resistance point for this stock. I'll take you guys all the way back on a weekly chart, and we go back to this level right here was what I was looking at, and that, well, I just moved that line off to put it back, but that was $34. Okay, you got $34 here, and then you've got, you know, now you get up into the 40s where you're looking at a lot. I mean, guys, this is your resistance level on BLNK, and this is why I did not want to bail on this trade, because what you will notice, I'm going to go back, I'm going to delete these lines. I'm going to draw one line across this level. Okay, I'm drawing one line across this level. What you will notice is the high 30s, low 40s is a major level of resistance for BLNK. Major. When you guys go all the way back to 2014, you will see support. You will see support in 2013. You will see support in 2012, not once, but twice. You will see support in 2011, not once, but twice. Okay, you see that support level? We broke beneath it in 2014. Then it became resistance. Then 2016, the stock pops back up to test that level again. It becomes resistance. Then in 2017, we pop back up. Again, it becomes resistance. This is a major level of resistance on BLNK. Major level of resistance on BLNK. Okay. Now, with what this stock has done over the last couple of days, I'm saying to myself that I don't think that there's any way that this stock just blows through this resistance level after moving this fast. In order for a stock to break through a major resistance level, okay, it needs to charge, no pun intended, on the ticker symbol being BLNK. Okay, no pun intended. Okay, this move is so extended that I do not think this stock is going to be able to break through this resistance level on its first attempt. Not to say that it can't do it ever, but on the first attempt, guys, this stock was $10 5 days ago. It was $10. It is now at 37. And it's now testing that resistance level. Look at where we just topped out today. Look at where we just topped out. So what I did with this trade was say to myself, okay, yes, this is a very risky hold, but it is a very calculated risk. And I've reduced my position size to allow me to hold on to this trade. If we cannot break through this level, that could be a potential top area on BLNK. Now, tomorrow, okay, tomorrow we can gap up to 45. It's very possible. Why the hell not, right? Short squeezes always go further than you initially, or anyone initially expects or intends on, and that's the whole point of a short squeeze, okay? So I got squeezed on this thing today. I got squeezed on this today, all right? The mistake that I made was not just stopping out of my position when my stop loss was reached. All right. But this is a major level. When I go back to the weekly chart and I pan this back out, you guys can see the level that I'm talking about. Okay. Just a major, major level. The high 30s, low 40s. And the way this stock is trading, how volatile this stock is trading, you're talking about an area. It is not going to be one particular price point. It's going to be like 37 to 42. Like it's going to be like a $5 range. Okay. Or maybe even that top is 44.50. That top is 44.50. Okay. So, I'm looking at the high 30s to low 40s to be a resistance area on BLNK to see if the stock reverses off of that level. We have to see now what happens tomorrow. Do we get a pullback away from this level, or do we just gap right through it? All right. If we gap right through it, then listen, you're talking about the stock going to probably 50 at that point. If it just gaps above 45, we gap above 45, then you're looking at, $50 to $60 range on your next resistance level. And then you'll have massive resistance at 100. I'm not saying that I think the stock's going to get there, but if you asked me a week ago if I thought it was going to get to 38, I would have told you I didn't think so either. But like I said, short squeezes, they go a lot further than anyone initially expects them to. I do have a lot of time on this trade. December 18th, my contracts expire. So that's part of the reason why I'd said, you know what, with this major resistance level sitting here, and with the amount of time, 3 weeks on this expiration on this trade, I'm going to give it a little bit more room. I'm going to reduce my size. I'm going to realize the loss on part of the position to reduce my risk holding it overnight, because I didn't want, because God forbid this thing gaps up tomorrow on me. I did not want to be sitting in my full size. The bloodbath would have been even worse. So I reduced my size. I took some of the loss, and now I'm going to see how the stock reacts at this level. And if we just break right through it, then, so be it. I'll have to exit the last of that position and I'll just move on. But if this level holds, these contracts expire December 18th. A lot can happen in 3 weeks. Look what happened in 1 week. The stock's up 270% in 5 or 6 days. So now imagine what can happen in 3 weeks. So I will probably, if this level does not break, and if I get some type of topping signal tomorrow on these EV stocks, I'm going to have to manage this trade. I'm going to have to either buy another strike price buy another strike price put to capitalize on some intraday movement because to get all the way back to 25 is going to be a tall task. To get back to 25, which is my strike on the initial position, is going to be a tall task. So I'm going to have to manage this trade. It's, won't be fun. It's going to be very, 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 very volatile. And we'll have to see what happens here tomorrow. All right. We'll have to see what happens here tomorrow, but this could be a little bit of an exhaustion type move. Okay. This could be a little bit of an exhaustion type move. I think this is an exhaustion move. If we gap up tomorrow, like, let's say we gap up to like 41, 42, and then the thing goes red, that's it. That's the top. If BLNK gaps up to in the low 40s and then goes red, that's the top. And I'm going to say that now. Okay, I'm going to say that now. So if this gaps up tomorrow and does something like that, let's say it gaps up and does that, okay, tries to push and then ends up going red, I'm going to say that that will be the top. If the stock does this tomorrow, okay, let me draw this out for you. If the stock does that tomorrow, then I will say that the high of the day will be the top, and I will look for the stock to continue to pull itself back in. Okay, I'll look for the stock to pull itself back in at that point. Okay, and then what I'll have to do with this trade is I'll have to enter another strike price put, maybe the $38 put, something like that, the $35 put. I'm going to have to enter another option on that if that trade, if it gives me that trade. Okay, if it gives me that trade. So we have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, guys, I'm looking for the low 40s to be an area of resistance for us. All right. Okay. I don't know if it's easy to short on TD. I don't know if it's easy to short on TD. I'm going to assume no, because it wasn't easy to short on Lightspeed. And if I don't have it on Lightspeed, you definitely don't have it on Thinkorswim. You definitely don't have it on Thinkorswim. All right. So guys, listen up. Okay. What I want to talk to you guys now, what I want to talk to you guys about here now, is kind of the mental aspect of what happened here today. The mental aspect of what happened here today. I'm human. I'm human. Okay. I just gave you guys kind of the technical aspect of the trade and like how I plan on fixing the technical aspect of the trade. So I gave you guys my levels. I gave you kind of the game plan. I gave you kind of the price action I'll be looking for on BLNK, where I'm going to go back in. I'm going to look to attack these things and kind of manage it if I get that type of a setup. But again, I'm coming into the day tomorrow with a fresh mindset. I'm not coming into tomorrow with any one particular bias. Okay, I'm coming into tomorrow saying this is what I think, this is what the stocks are doing. That's why I said I got to wait to see where these stocks open. Do we gap up? Do we gap down? Like, what setups am I getting? Like, I have to wait and see what these stocks actually do tomorrow before I can say this is what I am going to, before I say like this is what I'm going to be doing on the day. So I don't really necessarily have a bias coming into the day. Okay. I still do have that position live. Okay. Obviously, if we gap up, I'll be down more tomorrow. But if I start to get, maybe I decide to buy the stock long tomorrow. It depends. Just depends on what the setup, what presents itself. It depends on what these stocks give me. But now I want to talk to you guys kind of about the mental part of this, because this is something that you will struggle with for the rest of your career. And, when I said earlier on this live stream that, the mental aspect of trading, it's the single most important part of trading. It's 80% of this. What separates the great traders from the struggling traders is their ability to control their emotions and to be disciplined, to control the mental part of it. And it's something that you never really master. It's not like, okay, I've mastered technical analysis and, I mastered the TTG triangle or something like that. You never truly master the mental aspect of trading. It's always there. It's always there. No matter how long you do this, whether you've been doing this for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, it's always there. And it's something you will always have to fight. And the best traders are able to do it the most consistently. It's not something that you just, now all of a sudden I'm consistently profitable, so like I don't have these problems anymore. You don't ever truly master the mental aspect of trading. You learn to manage it. And you're going to have two emotions, guys, and one is greed and one is fear. You're going to want to control those emotions to the best of your ability and make sure that those two emotions are constantly in a state of tug of war, where not one emotion starts to win over the other, where they're constantly in a state of tug of war. And I want you guys to just all realize that, because I know a lot of you look up to me as a mentor, and to kind of let you guys know that this stuff happens to me too. Now, my discipline and my risk management are two of my strongest traits as a trader. If you guys asked any of my TGD members, the people that are in chat trading with me every single day, and they see me trade every single day, they'll tell you that I'm probably the most disciplined trader that they have probably ever seen. And I'm not, these are my strengths as a trader. It's important you know your strengths. My strengths: patience, risk management, discipline. I think I do those three things better than most traders that I've ever met. And those are my strong points as a trader. But even with that said, these type of days can still happen. And I was coming off of a pretty big hot streak. I was coming off a big hot streak. I was green every day last week, and I was rolling into a few from consecutive green days from the week before. I was on a bit of a hot streak, and then all of a sudden, bang. And it happens out of nowhere. It happens when you least expect it, but it still happens. I can count on my hand how many times this will happen to me throughout the course of a year. Easily on one hand, not two. I don't need two hands. I can count on one hand how many times this will happen to me throughout the course of a year. I think this is maybe the third time that it's happened to me so far this year, and it'll be the last. And this is three times that I probably got outside of my risk tolerance and outside of my risk threshold. Like I said, I can count on one hand how many times it happens. But the point is, it still happens. Okay, it still happens. So for those of you that are out there that are inexperienced traders or are novice traders or amateur traders, and you guys are working to get towards a point of consistency or a point of professional status, it's important that you guys see that I go through stuff too. Like, don't get so down on yourself if something like this happens to you, because it happens to everybody. And it happens to me, and it happens to the best traders in the world. It happens to everyone. What's most important about this is, how do you bounce back? That's what's most important. And that is what I want to talk to you guys all about here right now. Okay. The one thing that I have come to, in my trading career, at least, is to be able to say, listen, I've been through this before. I've had these type of days before. I know how to bounce back from this. Okay. I've done it many, 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 many times in the past. My TGD members that have been with me for the last 3 years since we started, you guys have been there. You've seen me take hits. You've seen me come back stronger than ever. How do I do it? It's up here. Okay, it's up here. You have to be able to first say to yourself, okay, what's done is done. Learn from the loss. Learn from it. Don't let it go in vain. Learn from it. Don't let it be for nothing. What happened? Okay, I went over with you my trade. What happened? I didn't stick to my stop loss. I went after a particular trade setup. I thought these things were going to crack. That was my mistake for not sticking to my stop. I ended up reducing the size, taking some of the loss, and then holding on to the rest of the position. Okay, so my fault for not sticking to my stop loss. That's what's going to get you into trouble. Okay, and that's what did get me into trouble. All right, but as I now move forward, okay, one very important thing that I want you guys to do when this happens to you going forward, first, completely walk away. You have to completely walk away when this happens to you. Okay, walk away. Take your mind off of trading completely. All right, go get a drink, wet water, coffee, go to Starbucks. Okay, go play with the dog, go for a walk outside, go to the gym. Okay, go, honestly, seriously, go hit a punching bag. Like, go do something to get your mind off of trading. When something like this happens to you, you must walk away. You must take a step back when something like this happens, because you can make things even worse and blow yourself up potentially even more. Okay, you've got to be able to walk away and kind of reset your mind, because you're not going to be able to come back after taking a hit like that. Okay, you're not going to be able to come back focused if you're still fixated on the loss. I know it's a lot easier said than done, and that's why if you need time off, take it. Whether it's an hour, a day, 2 days, however long it takes you, so that when you sit back down in your chair, you need to make sure that the first thing that comes to mind is not the money that you just lost. So if tomorrow morning I wake up, I sit at my desk, if the very first thing that I think about is the money I lost today, I'm doomed. I am doomed from the start. I've already lost. And the chances of me making the problem worse is now that much greater, because I'm going to be pressuring myself to make the money back that I just lost. Very important that when this happens to you, you absolutely, under no circumstance, try to make all of it back the very next day. All you want to do the next day is be green. I don't care if I make $100. I just want to be green, and that's it. You do not want to try to make back the money that you lost. Very important aspect that you guys understand right now, because you will get yourself into a tremendous amount of trouble if you say, okay, well, I just lost all that money yesterday. I got to come back. I got to make it all back today. You're done. You're done, because now you're going to take much bigger position size than you normally would. You're going to take shots on very high volatile trades, the high risk, high reward trades. And if that trade doesn't work out again, you're done. You're going to wipe out months of profit in just 2 days. Okay. So you have to be able to say, okay, I'm just forget about what you lost. What's done is done. The money's gone. Now you just got to chip your way back. You don't make that money back by hitting a home run. You make that money back by getting yourself back on track and proving to yourself that what happened today was a mistake. It was a blunder, but it's not the norm. I know I'm better than that. And I know I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to knock this shit out of the park. I know that. I trust my ability. I trust my maturity as a trader and my discipline to come back and wait and be patient for those A+ setups and attack. Okay. It's important for you also when you come back after a day like this to be patient. Okay. You're going to be very antsy. It's very normal to be antsy and anxious to come back from a day like that, because again, you're putting pressure on yourself to have to make all that money back right away. Very important. That can cause you to go after low quality setups because you're anxious to make the money back. Again, just focus on being green. That's it. And the best way to focus on being green is to be patient, wait for A+ setup, and then you go after and you attack those A+ setups when they present themselves. That's the best way for you guys to be green. All right? You guys can't try to make the money all back all at once. All right? Also understand that, guys, losing, it's part of trading. It's part of trading. I go over this with my members all the time. People are like, well, Mike, how do you deal with a big loss, or how do you deal with the string of losers? Like, how do you overcome that? And one way that helps me overcome it is to understand that losing is part of it. Losing is part of trading. And if you followed my channel for a while, you've heard me make the analogy before that, trading is a lot like football. And it's a lot like football in the sense that nobody likes to get hit. But when you sign up to play in the NFL, you understand that you're going to get hit and you're going to suffer broken bones and bruises and sprained ankles and concussions. And there's going to be times when you're going to be in pain and you're going to get hurt. But if you want to score the touchdown, you want to win the Super Bowl, you understand that that's part of the game. You have to go through that in order to score the touchdown, in order to win the Super Bowl. With trading, you guys, everybody wants to get to consistent profitability. Everybody wants to get to, I want to do this full time. I want to tell my boss to go screw himself. Okay, this is part of it. You have to go through these days, because I told you, I've been doing this for 16 years. And I told you guys that even this can still happen to me this far down the road. So it's foolish for you guys to think of this. If you've been doing this for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or a few months, it's foolish for you to think that this is not going to happen to you. This is part of trading. Losing is part of it. But you have to be able to bounce back. You have to be able to say, okay, this is not the end of the world. Okay, the stock market gods humbled me today. I was on a hot streak and they reminded me who's boss. The stock market gods reminded me that this is their game. I'm just playing in it. Okay, it's their game. I'm just playing in it. Losing is part of it. I got my ass handed to me today, but I got to focus on being green and come back and bounce back tomorrow. Okay. It's very important that we talk about this. It's important for me to talk about this, not only like me personally to talk to you guys about this, to help me get over this. It's important for me to show you guys this, and talk to it's important for me to talk to you guys about this, because not only does it help me, but it's also something I think a lot of you need to hear, that a lot of you need to be able to understand how to get through, because a lot of people will struggle with something like this, and for all of you that are new, for all of you new people that are on this live stream for the very first time, you guys are here for the first time, right? This information that I'm giving you guys right now, this is far better than me showing you one of my winning days. I'm way more successful than not when it comes to these trades. Okay. So seeing how I handle a loss and bounce back and how I address this, okay, that's more powerful than me showing you guys a winning trade. Okay. That's more powerful than me showing you a winning trade. So if this is your very first time here, like I said, I told you in the beginning of this live stream, you guys were in for a little bit of a treat, because like I said, these type of days do not happen very often. I can count on one hand how many times a year this stuff will happen. But nonetheless, it still happens. And it's more important for you guys to get the mental aspect and then the psychological lessons of kind of like how I deal with this. I think it's more valuable than showing you a winning trade. You know, our best lessons as traders come from the losing trades. Those are where you get your lessons. Those are where you learn the most. And that's what I mean by like, you can't let days like this go and be in vain. But at the same time, you have to learn from these days, but you have to forget them quickly. You have to forget them quickly. When I wake up tomorrow, I've got to completely forget about this day. I have to completely forget about this day. You know, so quick shot of McAllen will help that sore throat. Yeah, I just got it here. McAllen 15. I have to be real, guys. All you're saying, like, guys, you know, Michael, thank you for being real. Guys, I have to be real. I have to be real. You know, that's what trading is all about. Like, if all I did was get up here and say, look at this great winning trade, look at this great winning trade, look at this great winning trade. That's not me being honest with you guys. Okay? That's not me being honest with you guys, because I walk you guys through the entirety of trading, the entirety of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sexy. Trading is not always sunshine and rainbows. No matter how good you get, no matter how much money you make, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. So it's crucial that you are able to have the mindset to deal with these type of things. I would not be much of a mentor if I did not do this, because this is part of trading. And if I'm going to teach you how to be the best damn traders you possibly could be, I have to walk you through this, because you have to be able to overcome these moments as a trader. You cannot let these moments paralyze you. You cannot let these moments destroy your confidence. You cannot let these moments cause you to now second guess your ability. I got my ass kicked today. Do you think all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm a bad trader? 16 years, I'm just thrown out the window. Trader of the Year award in 2008 from my hedge fund, just gone? No, of course not. This doesn't make me doubt my ability. You have to have the mental mindset, the psychological aspect to be able to bounce back. So that's why I felt it was very important, considering what happened today. I felt it was very important I came on this live stream. Guys, trust me, I didn't want to. You know, I didn't want to talk about this. I want to forget it, but I wouldn't be much of a mentor if I didn't. And that's why I'm saying that you guys can learn more about how I deal with these type of scenarios and how I bounce back from these type of days. I think you can learn more from this than me showing you guys a home run trade that I hit. All right. So this is, like I said, yeah, this is mental training at its best. Mental trading at its best. I could hide behind this day. No, you got to own it. Listen, if I'm going to come on here and I'm going to be like, boom, yeah, big win, yeah, then I got to come on here just as much when I'm like, damn, I got my ass kicked. If you want to be in the winner's circle, you got to take the L's too. You know, you got to take the L's too. It's part of trading. All right. It's part of trading. All right. So like I said, guys, live from it. This is life. It happens, but you've got to, you live and learn, and you've got to move on. And that's exactly what I am. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing here now, coming into the day tomorrow. Okay. Exactly what I'm going to be doing here tomorrow. All right. So what I will say is, in the past, I have gotten, when I've had bad days in the past, I always come back strong. I always come back strong. I plan on coming back strong tomorrow. And if there's ever been a time, you guys, I mean, ask my TGD members that have been with me for years. my TGD members that have been with me over the last couple of years that have seen me take hits, you know, the way that I bounce back from them, you know, because tomorrow I'm going to be such a sniper. Like, I'm going to be so focused. I'm going to be so zoomed in, like zoned in, that I'm just like, I'm going to be in the matrix tomorrow. I'm telling you guys this right now, and I'm going after the A+ setups because all I want to do tomorrow is be green, and I want to get myself back on track. That's it. Just want to get myself back on track. That's it. I don't got to make all the money back. I just got to get myself back on track, and it starts with one green day at a time. That's how you make the money back. One green day at a time, one green trade at a time. You don't go back at once. Okay? So you guys are going to want to make sure that your butts are in chat with me here tomorrow. Okay? Now, what I really want you guys to do for me right now is I want you guys to all seriously smash that like button for me right now. Okay? This is not easy for me to come on here and talk about, you know, a day that I get my ass kicked. I told you guys this live stream was going to be real AF. Okay, I told you this was going to be raw. It was going to be real. I was going to open up to you guys and kind of tell you guys what happened to me today. I'm going to own it. I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to deal with it. Okay, this wasn't easy. All right, but it's part of trading, and it's part of me. Like I said, I take the title of mentor very seriously. For those of you that look at me as your mentor, I take it very seriously. And that's why I had to come on and do this. So I want you guys all right now to do me that solid, smash that like button. Let me know how much you appreciate me coming on here and being real with you all, because that's the only way that you can be. All right, so go ahead, guys, smash that like button. Let's see if we can get ourselves up to 500 likes. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves up to 500 likes. All right. Now, with that being said, guys, I want to do a little roll call with everyone here that's on the live. I want to see how many of you are on here that are not members of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, we got Brad, Ezekiel, Jim, E, Alo Nev, Bob the Builder, Jeff S, Second Life, Taj, Salty, Robert Stover, Bill Wieland, Numarix, Christian Mendoza, Ernesto, Brian Chapman, John Sue, Sam E, Alo Nev, Kenny Kumar, Ivan Garcia, Dinesh, Raheem, Vendor, Tay Low Key. Awesome, guys. Very cool. All right, so we've got a bunch of non-THD members that are with us here today. Excellent. How many of you are members of our trial program? So I told you guys before about the 7-day trial. How many of you are members of our trial program? Type the number 3 in chat right now. If you're a member of our program, type the number 3 in chat right now. All right, we got Vendor. We got Emily, we got RC. Graham, Johnny. All right, so just a few. Talon. Wait, Johnny B, what do you? Johnny B, you're a member, bro. Get it. Christian. All right, cool. Yeah, Johnny, you're screwing me, bro. I was like, wait, maybe that's another Johnny B. I don't know. Oh, nice. Talon signed up for a lifetime membership today. Talon, welcome to the fam, baby. Welcome to the fam. Lifetime. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Nah, Johnny B, man, I needed the laugh, bro. I needed the laugh. Thank you. I needed the laugh, man. I needed the laugh. Good stuff, guys. All right, so listen up. Now, okay, guys, for all of you, and this goes for all of you, honestly, for all of you. Did you guys appreciate this live? Like, was this live helpful to you? Like, from a psychological standpoint, was this helpful? Type yes in chat if you guys think that this live was helpful. And this goes out to everyone. Everybody answer this question. If you guys feel like this live was helpful, go ahead and type yes in chat right now. Good. Good. Good, guys. I'm glad. Honestly, I really am. I really am glad. You know, I spend a lot of time doing these lives, man. I really do. And it, makes me feel better when I know that it helps you guys, and to know that all of you are getting better and you guys are learning and you're progressing and you're developing. That's what counts. That's what counts. All right. So now this is going to be a two-part question that I want to ask everybody. And that's going to be for those of you that are not TTG members. If you typed TTG in chat, two-part question. Do you have $3? And is $3 worth finding out if TTG can help you succeed as a trader? Type yes or no in chat right now. If you guys typed TTG in chat before, do you have $3? And is $3 worth finding out if TTG can help you become a successful trader? William Robson, I love you too, man. I love all of you. Damn it. I feel like I let you guys down today, man. I feel like I let you guys down. I got to be better. I got to be better. I will be better tomorrow. I'll tell you guys that for sure. All right, so we got a lot of yeses. We got a lot of yeses. Beautiful. All right, perfect. So guys, listen up. For those of you that said, yes, if you guys think that the $3 is worth it. I told you guys before, we do have that 7-day trial. Okay. It's a 7-day trial. It's just $3, guys. I'm telling you now, we've got Trader Palooza coming up on Saturday. You don't want to miss it. If you guys want to test drive TTG, you want to spend, the few days in our chat room, you want to go through the courses, see the dashboard. Okay, guys, go to ttgthree.com. Okay, for your 7-day trial. It's a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time, but you're under no obligation to do so. That 7-day trial is going to get you access to our member dashboard, where you're going to be able to use our stock profile tool, where you can type in any ticker symbol, get a downloadable PDF report on the general news or general information on the company, news, SEC filings, insider transactions, analyst ratings. You guys can see all of that in these downloadable PDF reports. You're also going to be able to get our daily watch list. That's going to tell you guys the list of stocks that we're trading on the day, why we're trading them, and what we expect them to do. You're going to get our 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders, whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years. I'm telling you guys right now, these courses are going to help make you guys better traders. And you're also going to get 3 days in our chat room, okay, where you can trade with myself and the rest of the THD family live. All the moderators, we share our screen with you during the day. You see exactly what we're doing. We're also live on the microphone telling you what we're doing before we actually do it. Okay, I tell people what I'm buying, what I'm selling before I actually do it. I tell you guys what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, what I think's going to happen, what I expect to happen, everything. We walk you, all the moderators, we're all on the microphone talking to you guys live throughout the trading day. Okay. But again, if you guys want to make sure you're getting the trade alerts, you got to be in chat for those 3 days, because you cannot use the mobile app. That's for full-time THD members only. All right. And again, the chat is just 30%. The chat is just 30% of the THD platform. We are a lot more than just a a chat or a trade alert service. And let me explain to you guys what else comes with a full TGD membership. Because if you guys want to join us for Trader Palooza on Saturday, I'm telling you guys, this is a must attend if you are serious about getting an education. Okay, it is a must attend. So make sure that you guys are there with us on Saturday. That is for full-time TGD members only. Now, for those of you that want to join the team full-time, if you want to join us full-time, we have a offer right now where you can get, okay, a 43% discount. Okay, well, you guys can get a 43% discount by using coupon code TTG1120. Okay, now, if you want to attend Trader Palooza, you have to be a full-time member. So you can either do the 7-day trial, and then you can, during that trial at any time, you don't have to wait 7 days. You can do it after 2 days if you want. You can upgrade to a full membership. Okay, but if you guys are ready to join the team here full time, let me explain to you what you guys get, because like I said, the chat room and everything, that is just 30% of what we offer. As a full member, you're going to be able to access our chat room every day. We open up at 7:30 a.m. We close at 6:30 p.m. Okay, you're also going to be able to use in our chat room our Benzinga Pro news feed. That gets you breaking to the second news alerts right in our chat room. We also have a squawk box feature. If you don't want to read the news headlines, you can turn on your speakers and someone will read the news headlines to you. Okay, someone will read the news headlines to you so you can just listen to the news instead of actually reading it. We also stream live during the day in chat a trade ideas scanner. You'll also be able to use that trade ideas scanner right there live in our chat room. And like I said to you guys before, as a chat room as a whole, between me and the other moderators that call out trades, we have a 78% win rate, which means 78% of the time that we call out a trade, it is a profitable one. Okay. We also, like I said, we share our screen. We're on the microphone telling you what we're doing before we do it. That is the key. Okay. Now, aside from the chat, as a full-time member, you'll be able to use the mobile app. Mobile app is for Android or iPhone, your tablet, whatever. You guys download the app and you can actually be logged into chat. Even if you're not in front of your computer, you can still see the screen share on your mobile device. You can listen to the audio analysis and you'll get real-time push notifications when we enter and exit trades. None of us are scalpers. We don't enter and exit trades within seconds. It's very easy to follow along with our trades because we're not scalpers. We hold trades for several minutes, several hours, sometimes several days. Okay, so as a full-time member, you can use that mobile app. It is the best way for you guys to stay connected if you are on the go or you're working a full-time job or whatever it is. Use that mobile app. It is a game changer for our TTG members. Then you will also get access to the entire TTG curriculum, all of our courses. Yes, all of our courses. There are no upsells into Training Group. There are no, okay, well, when you sign up, you get these courses, but if you want these courses, that's more money. None of that garbage. When you sign up to True Training Group, it is an all-inclusive membership. You get access to all of our courses. Okay, I have simplified the 3-month educational training program that I went through working at a hedge fund. I've simplified that and I've created the TTG curriculum. That is a 15-course curriculum. Okay, that includes beginner and foundation stock trading, advanced stock trading, beginner options, advanced options, trader psychology, swing trading, how to trade during a market crash. You guys name it, we cover it in the TTG curriculum courses, and you have access to all of them when you guys sign up for your full-time membership. You're also going to get access to all of our resources and tools. Okay, I told you guys we're a lot more than just a trading chat room and alert service. We have premium services, resources, and tools. We have a trade simulator that lets you practice trading stocks and options with fake money with real-time level 1, real-time level 2 data. Okay, practice implementing what you learn in the courses, practice implementing on the simulator before you start trading for real money. Then we have also a stock screener, which allows you to filter through thousands of stocks during the day based on certain criteria, so you know what are the hottest stocks in the day, where you need to be focusing your attention, what stocks give you the best chance of profit. You have the stock profile tool. I told you guys about that already. And then we have over 75 hours of additional educational video content. These are recorded workshops and webinars that myself and the other moderators have conducted with our TTG members. Now, Trader Palooza on Saturday is a 12-hour long event. So after Saturday, that's going to be recorded. That'll be added to the video library. Now you're going to have over 90 hours of educational video content, in addition to the 15 course curriculum, which is in text and video format. Okay, so you'll be able to access all of that as a full-time member. And as a full-time member, you're going to be able to attend those workshops live now, like Trader Palooza. You'll be able to attend that live, as well as all future workshops and webinars. We also do other workshops, like just 1 hour or 2 hour workshops and webinars. It's not just Trader Palooza or nothing. We do other workshops throughout the course of each month. All right. Then also with coupon code THD1120, you're going to get a free one-on-one mentor session with any one of our pro traders. That's a 1 hour one-on-one mentor session to review your trades, talk about your strengths, your weaknesses, where we can make changes to help improve your P&L. Okay, answer your questions, your topics. Then you're also going to be able to use our TradingView Pro charting software. That's included with your membership. And guys, so is everything that comes out in the future. Okay, whenever we come out with a brand new course, brand new resource or tool, it's automatically included. So if I come up with a new course next month, it's automatically included in your membership. There's no upsells ever. It is an all-inclusive membership. We take the top premium trading tools and products, we bundle them together as part of your membership. The Benzinga Pro Newsfeed, the Squawk Box, the real-time level 1, level 2, options data, the trade simulator, the trade ideas scanner, the pro charting software, at least 10 easy to follow real-time trade alerts that are being called out in chat from pro traders with a 78% win rate, a 15 course curriculum written by me, you know, an award-winning hedge fund trader. Okay. I received Trader of the Year award in 2008. Okay. I wrote those courses. Okay, this is all the stuff you guys get access to. 75 hours, which will soon be over 90 hours of additional video content. Trader Palooza, which is November 28th. You guys don't want to miss that. That is a 12-hour long virtual trading workshop where you can log in based on the itinerary, because every hour on the hour, we are conducting different workshops covering different topics with different moderators. And you can log in, log out, log in, log out based on the webinars and workshops that you want to attend. That's November 28th. That is for full-time members only. You have to use coupon code TTG1120, okay, or upgrade from a trial membership in order for you guys to be able to attend that workshop. Then you guys can access our chat room daily, and you can send me private messages. You can send the moderators private messages. You can ask us questions during the day. A regular membership to True Trading Group would normally cost you $2,048 for the year, okay? Normally would cost you $2,048 for the year. But with this coupon code tonight, it brings it all the way down, a 43% discount that knocks it all the way down to just $1,156, okay, up until midnight tonight. Now, the cost of that membership is going to go up tomorrow. Every 24-hour period, the cost of our membership is going up by a few bucks each day in the month of November. This is how we are doing our Black Friday, Thanksgiving Day sale, okay? You use coupon code TG1120 right now. That's a 43% discount. And then every 24 hours, the price goes up by a few bucks. So you guys don't want to wait until next week. You guys want to use this coupon code right here, right now. And anyone that signs up here tonight gets a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD. That is the perfect mobile device for you guys to stay connected and trade and learn on the go. If you are not able to be in our chat room, we have the mobile app. I told you guys about that. This way, you don't have to worry about trying to, enter in, orders on your cell phone and deal with a small screen. So anyone that signs up here by midnight tonight, I'm going to send you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD so you guys can have a bigger screen, so you guys can place those trades and follow along with what we're doing in chat easily while you're on the go. I'm going to cover shipping. Literally, it is completely free. We're covering shipping. It's on me. It's our gift to you for joining the TeachD family. Okay? That is our gift to you for joining the TeachD family. All right? So what would cost you $2,048, you can get tonight for $1,156. To put this into perspective for you, $1,156. That's how much your membership will cost tonight with this coupon code. To put this into perspective for you, if you went to Benzinga tomorrow and you signed up for their Benzinga Pro Newsfeed with their Squawk Box feature, that's what we have in our chat room that gives us news alerts. That service alone from Benzinga directly would cost you $1,188 for the year. That is included for free with your membership, which will cost you $1,156. So just the Benzinga feature alone is worth more than your entire membership that you can get here now tonight. Okay. If you wanted real-time level 1 and level 2 on all exchanges, that would cost you $990 for the year. You want to trade simulator, practice trading stocks and options with fake money and real-time data, $750 for the year. If you went to TradingView and tomorrow and wanted to sign up for their pro charting software, that would cost you $720 for the year. That's $3,648 in resources and tools that are included for free with your membership. That would cost you only $1,156 right now with this coupon code. Okay. That's insane. Okay. That's insane. And when you guys sign up with this coupon code, you are locking yourself in at that price. So let's say next year, your membership is ready to renew. And I know you're going to want to renew. And the reason why you're going to want to renew is because right now, okay, 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months of their membership. Okay. That's the stat. We've surveyed our members into Trading Group, and 80% of them are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months, which means if you took $1,156 tonight, got a membership, invested in yourself and a professional education, there's an 80% chance you're going to make $11,000 in the next 6 months. Who wouldn't take that deal? That's why I know that a year from now, you guys are going to want to renew your membership. Okay. But listen to this. When you sign up tonight with $1150 for $1156, let's say next year our membership is $2,200 for the year. You will only pay what you pay today. So if you sign up today for $1156, when it comes time to renew next year, you'll only pay $1156 to renew. You will not pay $2,200 or whatever our membership is next year, which I promise it'll be more expensive than it is now. Okay, so you're locking yourself in at that price. So like I said, 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months. So I'm confident you're going to want to renew your membership. Okay, I'm actually, you know what? I'm so confident that I'm actually going to do one even better. Okay, because I'm going to show you guys, because I know the education works. I know the education results in success because 80% of our members are doing 7 to 10 times their fee in 6 months. So I know it works. I know what the education did for me. So I know the education works. The education made me the trader I am today, which has also made all of our members the successful traders now that they are. Okay. So I know the education works, and I'm willing to offer you guys this. I'm so confident that if you actually put in the work, that this can work for you, that here's what I'm going to offer you. Anyone that is on the fence right now, I'm going to make you guys a deal. If you sign up right now with coupon code TTG1120, that's on the bottom of your screen. If you complete all of our courses, pass all the exams with an 85 or higher. Yes, there's exams at the end of all of our courses. So take the courses, pass the exams with an 85 or higher, and do your one-on-one. Really put in an effort. And if in 1 year, where your membership is 1 year, within that 1 year, if you have not made your membership fee back, okay, at least once throughout the course of that year, I'm going to give you a full, complete refund. I'm going to give you guys a full refund. That's how confident I am that the education will help you guys become successful traders. Okay, so what I've done with that now is now I've guaranteed your membership. I've guaranteed it. So what do you have to lose other than a chance of becoming a consistently profitable trader and becoming one of the 80% of our members that have made 7 to 10 times their membership fee back in just the first 6 months? If I took you to Vegas and I said, listen, man, put your money on black right now, there's an 80% chance you're going to make 10 times your money if you put your money on black right now. Would you put 1156 on black if you had an 80% chance to make 10 times your money on black? Would you do that? Who wouldn't take that deal? Who wouldn't take that deal? Or would you go over to the blackjack table and be like, nah, 80%, I don't like my chances. I'm going to go play blackjack. Nah, I don't like my chances. I'm going to go play craps. Nah, you know what? I do the opposite. I'm putting my money on red. Would you do that? No. You're going to put your money, you're going to sit there all day long and you're putting your money on black if you had an 80% chance to make 10 times your money. That's what our members are doing with True Trading Group, and that's why I'm offering you guys that money back guarantee. Okay. We're also 70% of the way there to our Tesla raffle. Okay. For every 300 members that we get in True Trading Group, we raffle off a Tesla. or $30,000 cash, whichever the winner prefers. We're about 70% of the way there. So you guys want to make sure you sign up with coupon code THD1120 to make sure you're included in that raffle to give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 cash. We gave one away a couple of weeks ago. The winner actually took the $30,000 cash, but choice is yours. You can either take the Tesla or you can take $30,000 cash. All right. We are about 70% of the way there. Okay. So we only have a couple of spots left for that raffle. And then once the 300 slots are filled, that's it. Closes the raffle off. And then we will, if you sign up after that, then you'll be moved to the next raffle for the next batch of 300 that we get. Okay. So we're about 70% of the way there. So you guys want to make sure that you are, signing up with this coupon code. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's everything. Okay. That is everything that you are going to get as a member of True Training Group when you use coupon code THD1120. Now, like I said, if you're still not ready to join the team full time, if you want to take a trial run first, you can do that for just $3. All right, guys, $3. It's not reoccurring. It's one time $3. Okay. Go to ttgthree.com. That's going to get you the 7-day trial for $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you don't have to. If you want to attend Trader Palooza, you've got to upgrade. That's for full members only. If you want to be included in the Tesla or $30,000 giveaway, you've got to be a full-time member. Okay. Trial members are not included in the raffle. Trial members are not included for Trader Palooza. Okay. But if you want to give us a try first, spend a couple of days with us in our platform, spend some time in chat, go through the courses. Okay. You guys can sign up for the 7-day trial and then upgrade. As long as you upgrade before Saturday, okay, as long as you upgrade on Friday, you'll be able to attend Trader Palooza on Saturday. All right, so sign up for the 7-day trial if you want. Do it now so you have time to go through the trial program and then upgrade by Friday so you can attend Trader Palooza Saturday and then also be included in the Tesla giveaway. Okay, because that raffle is going to be closed probably within the next week or so. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are a full-time member before Trader Palooza and before the Tesla giveaway closes, the raffle closes. All right. So you guys can, like I said, do the trial and then upgrade, or you guys can, if you want the money back guarantee and the 43% discount and the free Amazon Kindle Fire, that is for people that sign up tonight with coupon code TTG1120. Sign up by midnight tonight. You have an hour and 22 minutes left to do it. You'll get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD. You'll get a 43% discount, and you will get, what else? What did I just say? Just drew a blank. What else? The money back guarantee. Duh. The money back guarantee. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a money back guarantee. If you complete all the courses, get an 85 or higher on the exams, and do your one-on-one, if you still do not make back your membership fee at least once throughout the course of the year, I'm going to give you a full refund if you guys sign up with this coupon code here tonight. And you're going to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD, and you're going to get a 43% discount. Okay? So for that, use coupon code TTG1120, and I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. I'm serious about this. Guys, tomorrow I'm going to be an absolute sniper. I cannot wait to get myself back in my trading seat tomorrow and be in the trenches with my THD fam. I hope you guys appreciate me coming on the live and sharing this all with you. It means a lot to me to kind of be able to open up about the day to you all. Thank you guys for all the support. I've gotten so many messages from people offering, support, like, Mike, you're you'll get them tomorrow. Hang in there, Mike. Yeah, I just thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A lot of you guys coming out, supporting me just like the way that I support you all. We're truly a family in True Trading Group. And when I see all the messages of you guys hitting me up, supporting me on a day like today, it really honestly means the world to me. And I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. You guys all know who you are. Thank you so much. I love all of you. All right. So that does it here for our live stream tonight. Guys, like I said, TTG 1120, get your butts in chat. You guys are going to want to see how I come back and bounce back tomorrow after a day like today. Just going to focus on being green, but we're going to kick some ass. We're going to take some names. I'm ready to get back down to it. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Until next time, later, guys.